Hey, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories, and today we got a really great product and a great truck. Before I get started, that is our telephone number. If you have questions, give us a call. If you bought the stuff from us, you have questions on the installation, we'll walk you through that, or just questions on what we did. So that being said, come on, John, what do we have here? By the way, behind the camera is John, our general manager, and he basically handles all the shipping. So if you're calling from outside the state, you probably will be talking to him. Well, what do we have here? Well, we have a new F-150 here, and this is, let's see if I'm pronouncing it right, the Roush edition. Roush. So you guys are allowed to make fun of me if I mispronounced it. So we got here is the Undercover Ultra Flex, and we put in the truck seat T-slot rails that comes with the tie downs. Now, people love these tie downs, and they are sold separately, but if you buy the rails, they do come with it. So take a good look how this looks, John. This is gonna have a 5-year manufacturer warranty. The cover itself holds 400 pounds. This is a matte finish. It does have a UV protection on top here. I like how it matches the truck itself. I mean, this is a high-end truck. This is one of their high-performance trucks. If you're not familiar with this model, this and the Raptor, or the top end of the trucks. And this gentleman here wanted a nice cover, but you know what? He said, you know what? I got a nice-looking truck. I better have a nice-looking cover. And it's not just the cover that looks nice. Let's go show you the rest of it here. Okay, so he's got the Bedrug XLT on here. And of course, when you get the Undercover Ultra Flex, guess what? They all match. I mean, this right here is a great look here. So now you got a premium looking product as well as a really great product that you can use here. So before I go open everything up, I'll show you a few things. If you notice, here is a release mechanism for the driver's side and the passenger side. Now, I know a lot of covers are just on the driver's side, and that's okay, but it is nice if you're pulling off to the side of the road and you got the traffic on this side, you might want to walk around to the other side to be a little safer. If you look over here, you can see the seals for the tailgate here. It does have a double seal setup here. And that's quite nice. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bedrug and the Bedrug product here, these are a synthetic material. I mean, it's a polycarbonate, which is kind of plastic. Now, your hand might say, "Oh, it's not plastic. This is carpet." You know, I said, "No, it's this way because it can get wet. They use it on boats and stuff like that because this stuff, if you left your cover open and got rained on, it would not damage this in the least bit. You just let it dry. No mildew to worry about." And I tell you, so you get the best of both worlds. It looks like the interior of your vehicle here, but it's actually padded down here. So you got a nice big padding, and it does go into the grooves here. So it's nice and flat here. Now he's got a spray-in liner here, so you didn't really need to do the sides. And a lot of times I don't like to do the sides because a lot more work to cut all these out. So this is where your wear and tear is. Most wear and tear is your tailgate and your bed center here. So having the sides uncovered is not too bad. Now if you look here, you can see how we put on the T-slot rail here. Now this rail, what we done, they don't come the exact same fit as this cover. So we bought a longer one, which was about this long. And what we did here, if you look here, this is where the end of the bed is, and we just cut it to match the bed here. So it's the same exact length of the bed. Now notice the cover doesn't go the same length of the bed. Originally I was cutting them to the length of the cover, and I decided, well, I might start bringing them to the end of the bed, so it just gives us one more extra inch. They both work the same, to be honest with you. It's just me and my OCD. I get in there and I want this thing to be 100% perfect. And I think this looks terrific. It's a nice fit. Now, a lot of times when you put these T-slot rails on here, it does make the cover come in a little bit. It can affect how it opens and closes, and it does make it a little tighter, but I want to show you, as you can see, no issue whatsoever. So let's go ahead and open this up in here. Now you can drive with it like this. They give you this little strap right here. You look over here, and you can just lock that right into this little groove here, and then now they do have 2 of these, and I do recommend using both sides, because if you're on the highway and you drive like me, you drive probably a little fast, you don't want the wind catching this, so it's good to have both of these. Now when they're not in use, there's a little thing that holds it, so it's just not hanging there in the middle there, so it's nice and clean. Now what's nice about this cover, 90% of the folding covers stop here. There's a 3-fold, it's a 2-fold cover, it's a tri-fold cover, 2 folds. This one has the 3rd fold. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it all the way up here. And if you look here, there's a support system. Now there is a driver's side and passenger side support. You got to use both. Now for the video purpose, I'm only doing one side, but if you're doing it, you want to do both. And again, you got your Bedrug here as well. Now this is going to do some good things for you. If you want to put your motorcycle, you're going to bike week, you want to put your Harley Davidson back here, which by the way, the Bedrug, it won't It doesn't mind it. It likes all that stuff. I threw so much stuff on my Bedrug. I have it on my personal truck here, by the way, and it's been on there for a long time. It takes a whole lot of abuse because this is not a pretty boy. It is a pretty boy, but I kind of beat on this truck. I use it for work. I deliver stuff and I put tires in the back, and that Bedrug handles all that stuff, no problem whatsoever. Now, another good feature about this, when this is up, this is acting as a headache rack. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, it's a protection for the rear window. So if you have this up, that means you have something big back here, right? So as you're driving around the road and someone cuts you off and you hit your brakes and all that stuff comes flying forward, it's hitting your rear window, which can break. And of course, especially if you have family in the back, you definitely don't want that. This will protect that rear window. So it serves as multiple things here. So you don't need a headache rack if you have this. So it's a great little setup, and it's so easy to open and close. It's just a little button here. You push it down, locks in a place when you're not using it. If you look over here, you see just a little clip. Locks right here. Now it goes right down here. Now, another thing I want to point out about this cover is the layers of the cover. I want to kind of hold this one up. Look how you can see the thickness. Now, this actually has a piece of metal here. There's a second piece of metal here. There's an actual reinforcement insulation in the middle between the pieces of metal and the Bedrug. So you got 4 layers. Why is that important? Okay, a lot of covers are one single piece of metal. In Florida, it gets really, really hot. And if you have one piece of metal, that heat goes right into the bed. Now, having a piece of metal, insulation, another piece of metal, and the Bedrug, which is a wonderful insulator, it's going to keep the temperature in the bed more moderate. Again, if you're like me, you go golfing, sometimes the heat can make the glue on the handles come undone, or just if you're picking up groceries, you got cold milk and cold juice, and you don't want your 1,000 degrees in there. Or I got guys who put their tools back there, and they don't want their tools getting super hot, So having a cover with that much insulation is really, really good. So that's another great thing on this. So let's go ahead and close this up, and I'll show you. Now, as you know, we put the T-slot on here. And you can see it right here. Now, if you're not familiar what a T-slot does, let's take a good look at my truck over here. I have a T-slot here. So as you can see, I got the same tie downs on here, but you can also put on this rack. Now, this rack I wouldn't recommend because you have to have room for the cover to swing, but this rack right here will work very, very nice with this T-slot here. And it's adjustable. It's got 3 different heights. So if you have the medium height or the higher height, this would pass it no problem whatsoever. So this with the T-slot is a great setup. I like this a whole lot. Let's see, here we go, close it up. It looks good, it functions good. Again, he's got a great looking truck, and when Joel, who did the install today, and I walked back there, and I always inspect all our guys' work, and I was like, damn, Joel, this thing's perfect. And I'm really happy with what he did here, and I'm sure our customer will be just as happy. So again, this is a review of the Undercover Ultra Flex, the Bedrug XLT, which it covers the bed and the tailgate, with the truck seal T-slot rails that come with the tie downs. All these things, I'll go ahead and put a link at the bottom of this YouTube video. So if you want to see what pricing is, you can just click on the link. It'll go right to our website. It'll show you all the pricing and stuff so you know what it is. You can order off our website, or you can come into our store and order from there, and let's do the install. And if we do the install, that 5-year warranty this cover comes with gets doubled to 10. Really good warranty. And we do put a 1-year labor guarantee in everything we have done here as well. So you got the parts cover for a decade, and then you have us covering all the labor for a full year, which is unheard of mostly. So hopefully my competitors will start catching up to me. We'll see. And again, if you have questions, you can always call the store. The phone number in the beginning of the video, the phone number will be on the bottom of this video as well. You can ask for John, our general manager. If you have good questions, he's got great answers, so he'll help you with any question you have. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and before I go, like and subscribe, see those great new products. Thank you.